So JoJo, when you were coming up, did you have like older guys that was hitting on you, especially like in the industry? Because it was
Honestly,
a lot of artists.
yes.
Yeah, right? Is it
Honestly,
weird?
yes.
Is it weird? Because you still see some of these guys.
You're gross.
Yeah, honestly, now that I'm a grown woman, now I'm like, that is fucking nasty. You are gross.
It is time for lip service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm L'Oreal.
And JoJo's here.
What's up?
Hey.
JoJo, you first of all, you look amazing. So I don't know if you know how to do your own hair and makeup and everything.
Thank you. Yeah, I've had to learn over the years how to beat myself together real quick. So thank you.
I need to learn that at some point because this is sad.
Right. I'm a mess.
You look great.
I know how to do it myself. I'm lazy as AF.
I just put out an album, so I'm over here trying to, have that glow up pop.
Yes,
so.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Well, the album is fire.
Good to know.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So there's some fun things on here that we can talk about now. I saw that you said that you abstained from sex for a period of time, just to kind of focus on your female relationships. And we saw you with Ari Lennox and Tinashe in the video for Man. So how did abstaining from sex change your mindset?
Well, I realized that I had never really done that since I started dating. I had been in relationships since I was 14, not in the same one, but like 2 years here, 1 year here, 3 years here. And I had always went from one to the next and never really given myself a moment to be like, to not be stimulated or to not even have the comfort of companionship like that. So it wasn't just about sex. It was about companionship and self-reliance and all that stuff. But I also found myself, I'm really good at recycling, like relationships, meaning, so like if we're sexually compatible and we're both single, I'll be like, hey, what's up? And I just didn't want to do that again. So it was just about challenging myself and growing up a little bit. I'm 29 and I didn't want to bring that same energy into like the next decade when I step into it. So
I feel like I'm guilty of a similar thing, but like, do you feel like it's because of the different situations you learn, even with your relationships and business, and how like maybe you kind of put your trust in those, situations, and then next thing you know, they kind of let you down and disappointed you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think when you find somebody that you can trust and you're compatible with, it's hard to open yourself up to new people. So I think that that's why I have been a backslider, and
right.
you know what I mean? Because I mean, truthfully, I don't open myself up to new people very, very, very easily. And it takes time and it's like an investment almost. So yeah, is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
That's so Sagittarius. That's so Sagittarius.
Are you a Sag too?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Hey, girl. Yeah, that really is the vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hard for me. Like, I'm nice to everybody. I'm cool with everybody. And when guys meet me, they like, oh man, she has such a great personality. And really, like, it's hard to get close to me because I'm so quick to cut people off. Like, the first thing
Absolutely.
you do. Yeah.
Especially when she's on her period, she'll tell you.
Well, Steph, I'm the same way. I'm a mess.
Well, let me ask you this. Did you have a lot of female friends, or was this something that you also felt like at the same time you had to focus on being closer with women?
No, honestly, I've been really fortunate to have amazing female friendships. I've lived in LA for 10 years and a lot of people are like, oh, LA is so fake.
Right.
But I gotta say, it's like you kind of attract the energy that you put out. So if you're having a fake experience, maybe look into that. I don't know.
Look in the mirror.
I mean, so I have amazing friendships. My two best friends that I grew up with in Massachusetts moved out to LA, and one lives up the street. She just had a baby. Wow. And she's been doing my hair and makeup since we were 15. And then my other girl, Nini, who we met on the playground when we were 8 years old. She's a flight attendant. She's in New York right now, but I've had long-standing great female friendships and also new ones like Tinashe and Ari Lennox, like girls who are just carving their own path, doing their own thing. But to be honest, most of my friends are outside of music, whether they're in fashion or, they're lawyers or they're makeup art, whatever. So
how about Taylor Swift? I read that when you were going through your battle, she kind of like, said, "Oh, I feel for you." And then, now she's turned around and she's going through a similar situation. Are you still in touch with her, or how does that work?
No, I'm not still in touch with her. We had a cool moment where
Right.
she's a really talented young woman, obviously, and I really respect what she's done, but and she told me that she was sympathizing with what I was going through when I was going through it, and I don't know what to say other than she said she was sympathizing with it.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this. During this time, right, when you were abstinent, were you masturbating a lot?
Yes, girl, absolutely. And I also wasn't perfectly abstinent. Like, let me be
okay.
Let me be.
Oh, here's the
transparent with
Let me be clear.
Yeah, it's like once in a while.
No, honestly though, like to be explicit, I didn't want to be penetrated. I did not want to receive any because have you heard this saying, you bond with the wand? I didn't want to be bonded with no wand.
I never heard that, but that's dope.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah. A wise older woman said that to me, and I'm like, oh, no. I can't take in anything other than I want all my creativity, all my sexuality. But that doesn't mean I didn't have a hot makeout. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while.
A little oral.
From your best homegirl.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, got him.
Let me tell you, I went without sex like 2 months, and it made me not want to masturbate. I didn't want to masturbate.
Oh, really?
I didn't want to come. But I only went 2 months, and I'm not gonna lie. After a while, I was like, all right.
No,
which one? Who am I gonna call right now? I gotta go. Guys.
JoJo, what kind of guys are you into?
What kind of guys am I into? Guys who are mad funny, who are caring, who are fit.
You didn't mention dick at all. Like,
Okay. I'm just damn. Okay, I'm amongst my girls here, I guess. Okay, shit. Sex is very important to me at this point in my life. I don't have bad sex. Okay. I'm not staying with you if we're not sexually compatible. I'm trying to be like classy and cute about it, but
it's okay. Be you. You know what I'm saying? Listen. So does size matter?
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Your first instinct was and then you try to clean it up.
I mean, it matters.
But do you give like second chances? Like say like the first time you're like, he's kind of a good size, but it wasn't that good. Would you give it a second chance, or how does that work?
Okay, the truth is I've never had a one night stand because I've given that person a second chance.
Right.
It would have been a one night stand because it was whack. It wasn't good for me. I don't know how he felt. He probably felt it wasn't good either. But like a couple years later, I was like, he had been trying. I was like, oh, fuck it. Let's see if it's and it was still whack.
Go trash, damn it.
Yeah.
You're a sweetheart for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. God bless your heart.
I was optimistic. I was like, maybe he had an off night. Maybe he was too high. I don't know.
You know what's interesting? I was reading this article in Men's Health, and it was saying that when guys are in a great relationship having great sex, they're more likely to cheat when the sex is great.
Wow.
And they said, I don't know why, but there was this article about it, and they were saying that when you are more comfortable in having sex and having great sex, and then when you're having a dry spell, guys are less likely to cheat. I don't know how true
that's
that
interesting. And do you think it's true for women as well? Because to be transparent, I have cheated in a relationship where I was having great sex. It wasn't about the relationship being bad. It wasn't about the sex being bad. It was that I felt shitty about myself, but I was having great sex.
Right.
So maybe it's not just exclusive to men. Maybe we're all just trash.
And that's what the article was saying too. It's not about your relationship not being good. It's more about a lack of something in yourself. So.
Exactly. It's never about it's how you feel about yourself always.
Now let me
go Ann.
I was going to say the guy you cheated on, right? Was this the guy from the song Reckless from back then, or was it somebody else? Like,
no, that's a different guy.
I
have a problem.
You did him wrong too, girl.
Hey.
No, the guy that I wrote that song Reckless about on my last album, that was like almost like a high school sweetheart type thing. And that was like, you know, he lost his virginity to me. I had only been with one other boyfriend before him. It's not like I was the seasoned, you know.
You got this cherry and then you broke his heart.
But yeah, it just, he was a really sweet, like Southern, very Christian guy. And we weren't going to be compatible long-term. But this person that I was talking about with this, it's a different person. And I really fucked it up. And I'll never be the same after that. I was like, I can't cope in the same ways. I can't just get this external validation and distract myself with, you know, with attention, like I have in the past. Like, that's just, I don't want to do that anymore.
Did he break up with you, or did he still want to be with you after that?
I told him what I did a few months later, and we tried to make it work, and it didn't, you know, it couldn't.
Why did you tell him? Because you didn't get caught, obviously.
I told him because I thought that we could very easily end up getting married and having a life together. And I couldn't live with that. I could not live with that. I just kept looking over at him and being like, I love you. You're such a good man. I'm going to tell you someday, and I can't have it be too late.
Man, you know, they say it's selfish and to tell somebody.
I know. And I agree. Even my therapist was like, are you going to do it again? I was like, no. She's like,
let it go.
Yeah. It was something I couldn't. I couldn't.
That's how I am. But Angela always calls me a bad person to myself. She says,
what do you mean?
She says I'm being bad to myself because I'll be like, listen, I can't hold it in anymore. I feel terrible. I cheated, or I did whatever, or I went to lunch, or whatever. I'll say whatever I did. And she's like,
I went to lunch. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I've gotten in trouble for that.
Angela, I agree that some information is distracting and not necessary.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you can use your discernment and know what you know.
If you went to lunch with somebody and you know,
if you lied about it
and it was no big deal, like, and you know he's gonna be mad for no reason, and you know you didn't do anything.
But I lied. I just
terrible.
Yeah, I know exactly. So JoJo, when you were coming up, did you have like older guys that was hitting on you, especially like in the industry? Because it was
honestly,
a lot harder.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, yes.
Is it weird because you still see some of these guys?
You're gross.
Yeah, honestly, now that I'm a grown woman, now I'm like, that is fucking nasty. You are gross. And I wonder what you were doing with I wonder if like there were other underage girls that, you know, yeah. Thankfully I was never taken advantage of. Nobody ever like did anything wild, but my poor mother, like she was really trying to make sure that I wasn't taken advantage of, but I would like want to like talk to these older boys and stuff. And she was like, bitch, took my phone, threw it in the Hudson River. We were living in New Jersey at the time. She was like, nope, not on my watch. So
good mom.
Yeah.
Oh, mom.
Yeah.
Now I got to ask you, the song Comeback, right? Who
right.
is that about? Who makes you come so fast all the time?
Yeah. Nasty.
And what is
like
fast? And what is fast?
Oh, what is fast? Shit. I don't know exactly how long it takes me, but okay, so this was actually about me fantasizing about how intense it would be to get back with that person that I was telling you about.
You love him.
I do, yeah.
Do you still speak to him?
I can't with y'all.
What? You do, because you said you backpedal a lot. So I know you do.
Oh, I hate you. No, I'm just trying to figure it out, yo. I'm really trying to figure it out.
Stephanie's like, look.
Right?
Listen, I feel you, girl. Me and you right here.
What is the Sagittarius energy?
I don't know, man. They know. I'm listening to you. I'm like, they hear this story from me all the time.
It is hard to break up with somebody who makes you come really fast, though, because that's not an easy thing to find.
When you bond with the wand, and when you have that, you know, and when it's more than sex, it's crazy. But especially when you have that pent up energy and you've been, you know, haven't seen somebody in a long time, there is nothing like that. I love that dramatic comeback, to be honest with you. Like, I love when you've been thinking about having sex with a person for a long time, and then you're like, oh shit, let me unleash the Kraken on your ass. I love
Damn. You guys, she's
This happened to me like 2 weeks ago, bro.
and I bet it was good as fuck.
It was fabulous.
I feel like you're a squirter. Just from how you are.
I am not, but I'm into it. I like watching it. I like seeing it. I like the idea of it, but nah, okay. I'm not.
Just all of this made me feel like, you know.
She did do a big explosion, so I was just curious as well. But you know,
I can't believe it.
What? You know, I really, really love when you talk nasty on your songs. Those are my favorite songs from you, especially on this new project, is when you're getting freaky. I like that from you. I like that side.
Because you're nasty, L'Oreal.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought, oh, sorry.
We all one and the same.
Yeah. Well, JoJo, you've been a side piece before, and I judged that from one of your songs, So Bad, right?
Yo, so actually, So Bad is that me and this guy were both lying to each other and knowing that we were lying to each other. We were both in a relationship.
Okay.
And so if you want to call me, I would never actually call myself a side piece. I've never knowingly been a side piece, but
okay. But he was lying to you, but you knew it, and you were lying to him.
Yeah, I think we were like, no, we're on breaks from our people, but we premeditatedly wanted to get involved in some fucking, period.
Have you ever confronted a woman like, okay, you're messing with my man, or you're calling my man?
I'm trying to remember, because I'm really good at compartmentalizing and like I like anything I did before the age of 23, any relationships I was in, it's like they didn't even happen.
It doesn't
I don't even remember. Yeah.
That's a good way to look at life.
I shouldn't have even been able to be let out the house. But let me think. No, actually, and let me tell you why. Because I was dating this guy, and he cheated, and I felt like the rug was pulled out from under me. And I was just like, I never thought that you would do this to me. And I remember I had met this bitch, right? I had met this girl that he cheated on me with. Mm-hmm. And I remember her being like, I love you. Like I grew up listening to your music. Like I had a poster in my locker, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I was like, I'm going to confront this bitch. No, she's not going to get a call from me. She's not going to, nothing like that, because so I was just like, no, she's a fan. No, I don't think so. She's not going to get a fucking word from me.
No, she'll be like, guess who called me? That's a great story to tell her friends. So why didn't JoJo call me?
When I catch my man with another girl, I'm not going to give her the satisfaction of knowing she got me mad. I'm going to focus on him, but I'm not, and you
it's never about the woman either. It's like the issues between me and my man, I'm really not upset. I mean, she's going to do what she's going to do, but his commitment was to me.
Right.
You know? Yeah. Now, Stephanie, how often is this happening to you? Because
I'm so confused.
You guys know my situation. I've been with a thought for a long time. What am I gonna do? Damn. And I'm not gonna lie. I've caught this guy who I've been in love with for a few years now, and I've caught him with a lot of different women over the years, and I've never confronted one of them. I'm not even one time. He heard it. I've broken up with him a lot of times. We'd be on and off or whatever, you know, but I end up forgiving for him anyway. But regardless, back to the subject, the reason why is because I'm not going to give another woman the satisfaction of feeling like she got under my skin. Like,
right. But what makes you take him back though? Like, how do you get over that cheating aspect?
Or do you get over it?
JoJo said, is that
do you get over it though?
Him? What?
Do you get over it? Are you able to
No, I never get over it.
Yeah.
So you just stay and fight the whole time.
I don't mention it either. I don't bring up no women to him at all, ever.
So it's just like, okay, you cheated on me, I'm back.
At the moment, I'll argue about it. I'll break up with him, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, I'm suffering. I miss him. I'm not messing with nobody else.
Sounds toxic.
Like I'm thinking.
Is that the same? Sagittarius energy.
JoJo, Sagittarius to Sagittarius. What advice would you give?
And then finally, either he gives in or I give in. And
look, I mean, Steph already knows this. Everybody's grown, obviously, and it's gonna work until it doesn't work for you anymore, and then that's it. But it's gonna do what feels good until it feels not good anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really all. That's the advice I would give my girlfriends, like, yes, you deserve more, of course, but if you're getting something from this, then get what you get from it, and then look for something else. You know.
Sometimes you think about it at the worst times too. Like you'll be sucking his dick. Like, what's it?
No, I don't think about it when I'm sucking his dick, Angela. No.
You know,
It's awful.
Never.
that's it. Because like you'll be having sex and you'll be thinking,
I might bite him or something if I think about it while I'm sucking his dick.
Hell no, Angela, you need to be more in the moment than that. I want to be so focused.
because sometimes
in the moment,
it
I'm not
pops in
thinking
your
of something
head. You'll be so mad, and you'll be like,
I get where you're coming from, Angela, because it's like little things could trigger the
Nah, you're right.
past memories.
right,
And you're like, oh wait, someone else was just doing this.
right.
I'm gonna bite your dick off.
No.
Good idea.
You'll be like, do I taste pussy on here? That's not.
No.
Yes, come on. You also
And you just might. And you just
This is how you know you take it too far. Have you ever smelled somebody's underwear or smelled their dick when they come home and been like, what have you been up to?
You're crazy, yo. No, I haven't.
Angela's crazy. But I have smelled like my nigga, like, yo, you smell a little bit different. You know what I mean? Like, did you take a shower?
Right.
Like, you can
yes.
smell. You can smell when someone takes a shower and ain't the soap y'all use at home. It's a different soap.
hotel soap.
Damn. It's scandalous out here, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't know what to say.
You know, one time I caught my man with a girl in his house and she had on a pair of his sweatpants, right?
Woo, that's so upsetting.
The same pair you like to wear too.
I was like, oh, really? Okay. So I screenshot it and I'm like, oh, so this is what we're doing. Oh, okay. So I ended up going to his house like 4 or 5 days later when my period was gone, because that's the only time I ever catch him with a bitch on my period.
Damn, he can't even wait a couple days.
I swear to God, he can't. But anyway.
He can't do
so,
anal?
I mean, lately, I have to admit, right now, like, I'm in a good place when it comes to my love life. I feel like, you know, I'm seeing effort and I'm really proud of this person. But anyway, let's go back to the story. So when I got to his house,
We're
I looked for the
quarantined now,
sweatpants and I found the sweatpants and I smelled them and they smell like a dirty ass.
No, Steph.
I swear this is a true story.
Okay, see, that would bring me some petty joy. Be like,
It did bring me petty joy because I took out the sweats. I was like, you really fucking bitches who don't know how to clean a pussy? Really? Smell this.
He's like, that's my ass.
Smell it. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, that bitch wasn't in my house. She wasn't where. I'm like, so this is how you smell? And he's
I'm
like,
sorry. That's disgusting, Stephanie. I'm not smelling the bitch.
I'm not smelling nobody's dirty
I
ass.
was like, ew.
So not only did he cheat on you, but you also smelled the bitch ass. It's like,
Dirty ass. You can smell my sweats. I promise you, girls. You can smell my sweats.
I promise you, girls.
And they smell good.
Stephanie, we are not smelling your ass.
No, thank
But
you.
you could. And it's not going to smell like nothing. You're not going to smell anything. I smelled her.
Maybe it was Taco Tuesday.
I was like, you fucking with these little young 20-year-old bitches who don't know how to clean their ass yet?
Well, damn.
Stephanie, damn. Okay. That
Oh
was
my
very
gosh.
specific.
Now, let me ask you guys this. JoJo, are you the type of girl who would cancel on your friends for a man? You know, there's some women at periods of time in our life when our man took so much precedence that sometimes we didn't see our friends and we weren't the best friends that we could have been to our girls just because we were in a relationship.
I've definitely guilty of that in the past, but I'd be very transparent with it sometimes. Like if I'm like, hey, ladies, me and my man are going through something, or I'm trying to get my man back and I really, need to do this or whatever. I'm never just going to be like, I'm never going to ghost or just be like a total flake. I'm going to be like, I'm choosing to go do this because I'm grown and I'm letting you know, and I'm sorry, I'll make it up to you,
Okay, that's fair. Some people will lie and be like, oh, I fell asleep, or...
No, I hate that
Angela
shit.
does that.
I think that
No, I don't.
I hate that.
Me?
I really resent that.
Why she laughing?
I cancel on everything for my man.
Right.
Sorry. Like,
Oh.
you thought you were sleeping in my house tonight, girl? No, I'm going to
That resonates with me.
gotta go.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm canceling on you bitches. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
I
You
love
guys
you.
have no loyalty to you.
I'm sorry, Angela. It was a couple
I'm
times I
joking.
didn't show up to do the show because I was...
Yes, she didn't come to work. Okay.
Numerous times.
A lot of parties I didn't show up to because listen, I like to be by myself. I'm like quarantine is nothing for me. I like being home alone.
You've been training for this.
Yeah, exactly. I've been in training for this for years. But when it comes to like when my friends are around me too long, I'm like, all right, this she gotta go.
She gotta go.
Too long, I'm like, oh, Stacy, please, I love you.
Stacy.
Yeah, I'm like, I love you, girl, but I need some time. When I'm with my man, he goes to the bathroom. I'm dying. Oh my God. When is he coming back? Why do you have to go to the bathroom?
That's toxic.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Toxic, bro.
Smelling dirty sweatpants.
This is a revelation.
I'm not gonna lie. I just spent almost 3 weeks in his house, and by day 5 I was ready to go home.
Oh, but how'd you turn the corner though and make it to 3 weeks?
3 weeks. I asked him. I was like, "Hey, babe, I've been here a while. You think it's time for me to go home?" And he was like, "No, you're not going home until I say you're going home." I was like,
"Oh, you like that, huh? Okay,
take charge.
What to do?
Clearly,
no problem."
Now, JoJo,
figure it out. But we take our. But one thing about being with this person, we take our space when we're together. Like he'll go work out or do whatever he's doing, and I'll go do whatever I'm doing, and then we'll meet in the middle at some point during the day or in the nighttime. Like it's not like we're always in each other's face.
What does he do with his phone when you're around? Is his phone like visible?
It's on silent.
And does he turn it over?
No, this is how he does this. He looks at it like this.
But how does he put it down? Is it turned?
He looks at me.
Because I'm very sus with my phone. So I'm just asking as someone who's very sus.
Oh, what you got to hide, JoJo?
It's just my business, girl.
I pay the bill.
I feel like he puts the phone really close to his face, and then when he's done, he puts it in his pocket.
Oh, see, that would irk me. I don't know. It would irk me.
In the pocket. He sleeps with his pants, with sweatpants, sweatshorts, phone in the pocket.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Well, you don't gotta worry about me looking at his phone. I don't want him looking at my phone. So
shit.
Do all of that.
But you would look at it if you could. Like say he went to the bathroom and he left it unlocked for those 5 seconds. It's unlocked.
One time, this did happen in the very beginning of our relationship. We were in a hotel and he was living in the hotel and he went to the bathroom and his phone was unlocked and I seen it go ding. So I went and I looked at it and I saw a whole bunch of shit I didn't want to see.
Oh my
so
Lord.
I vowed to my life that I would never look through his phone ever again in my life.
You like, because I'm not
cause you pain because you already
not
know
going anywhere.
Exactly.
He's not going anywhere.
I'd rather not even know. So no, I'm not.
I don't want to know.
There we go. Hey.
If you're playing me,
no Mario Winans. Now,
yeah.
Have you ever given out your password to your phone now?
I always do.
You do?
Yeah, because I'm an idiot. I'd be like, babe, it's my birthday, duh.
What about you, JoJo?
Yeah, I tried that.
How'd that work out?
No, it was fine. It was fine. I've had all different dynamics in relationships. I've tried an open relationship. I've tried super closed where you have my password and I have yours and stuff, and it was cool. And then that person cheated on me, and then I was bruised, and then I carried that energy into the next one and brought my own savagery into the mix. So I don't know. I'm just trying to live.
What about living with guys? Do you is that something that you've done, like lived with your boyfriends or whatever?
I've actually only had a boyfriend live with me. So I've never intentionally cohabitated with somebody, but definitely done it feels like we're,
married,
playing house or whatever.
Yeah.
And spent a lot of time over a guy's place, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm really happy with my own space right now, but I think it'll be cute. It'll be cute.
Mm-hmm.
When I fall in love, I share my location.
You share your location.
You're falling in love with the same person over and over. Does that count?
And when we break up, that's when he knows I'm mad at him when I take my location off.
Oh, that's the sign. I'm just grabbing a charger, guys.
Oh, go ahead.
No, we're getting a nice tour, a nice house.
Look at that. I like that. Let me
So
see.
pretty.
Show us around a little bit.
I wish I could. I got to clean my damn place, but yeah.
So how does it feel putting out this album? And I know obviously it's a difficult time. You were supposed to be on tour and everything, but it's still well received. So what's that like?
Oh, yeah. I mean, how ridiculous would I be if I'm like, oh God, poor me. I mean, people are really going through it right now. So that it threw off my touring schedule, or, you know, it's just, this is a time that people, first of all, we have a captive audience. So they're, you know, they're taking in my music however they are from their home. And it's, yeah, the reception has been friggin' really dope. I mean, Drake had to put out a mixtape the same day that I put out my album, but besides that, everything's great.
You were so annoyed, like, of all days.
Thanks, Drake.
Like, okay, shit. Nah, but it's been really cool. I miss, like, I want to be out there and touring, and I'm just, as much as I love LA, I'm in my damn house. Like, I want to go outside. I want to, yeah. So I'm excited to get on tour, like, at the end of the year or whenever, you know, the world resumes.
What made you choose Tory Lanez as a feature for your project? Because you don't have any other features, just him, and it's a dope ass record. But what made you go with him?
Well, first of all, I do want to collab with way more people, but I'll start with Tory. We've been talking about working on something for a while. Like, we did a college show a few years ago at, like, one of those Ivy League schools, like Princeton or Yale or Harvard. I don't know which one, but we did a show, and I was like, oh shit, he's really dope.
You Say It, I love that song. You're gonna have to do more than just so, and then I started to listen to more stuff because he was like, we should get in the studio, blah blah blah. Anyway, when I wrote Comeback, 30 Rock, who produced it, and I were like, this would be dope to really just have a guy on it and talk shit. I'm like, word. And the first person that came to mind was Tory, because I had just Broken a Minute was like my favorite song that had just come out. And so I sent him the song, and he wrote me right back. He's like, I'm definitely the guy for this. And, I should have known, because he basically killed me on my own song. It's kind of like
he did not kill you. He did his thing, but he didn't kill you.
Hold on, I just lost you guys. Hold on.
I thought it sounded a little different, but I wasn't sure what happened.
I think it switched from her.
Yeah, the speaker switched. On the microphone, rather.
Oh,
let's take that singing. We're going to loop it and make a song.
Hello?
You know, Angela can rap.
Oh, word?
No, I just said you're singing.
Hold on, sorry, I lost you for a second.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you in one headphone. This is crazy.
I was just saying that we're going to take your singing and loop it and make it into a song for us.
Please sample me.
Angela's going to rap over it, so it's going to be
Laura, yeah, we've been watching you make all your rap videos.
Exactly. You're the real rapper. Stop.
I'm going to just write it for Angela, though, because she's been trying to rap for a while now. So the first
Angela, what are you drinking?
Oh, so I'm drinking tequila because it is the day that we record this, Cinco de Mayo. This is Michael Jordan's new tequila. It's called Sincoro.
Woo, flex!
I've been testing it. I've been testing it out. It's pretty good. This is the Reposado.
Yeah, she's drunk. Look at her.
I am.
I'm about to start drinking when it hits about, what time is it? When it hits 4 p.m.
Here in New York, it's almost 7, so I think it's fair.
Yeah, no, you good.
Yeah, happy hour.
Now, let me ask you this. Like, how much do you let slide? I know you let a lot slide. It's definitely in a relationship, but you know, how much do you think that, like, you try not to argue and you let a lot of things slide that maybe looking back, you're like, why did I let that go?
Are we going to let JoJo answer, or you want me to answer this?
Stephanie, you let everything slide.
But that's the thing. It seems like I let everything slide, but in reality, I break up with this man for anything. If one hair is out of place, what is this doing in your house? Okay, I'm leaving. I don't want to be with you.
You love it.
She likes the drama. Some people like drama.
Mm-hmm. Every other day they break up.
Okay, so I've definitely been in that pattern. That, you know, that's totally get that. But for me right now, I will probably let some things slide, but it's all relative, right? Like what we consider letting things slide. Like I'm going to compromise with my man. We're going to talk things out. And and I be fucking up, so I'm gonna need him to let some things slide too. But it's all, I don't know. As I grow and I get older, I realize that you just have to really actively listen and like try to understand where another person's coming from. And if you can do that, then you can have a good relationship.
How was those open relationships for you? Because you talked about you once tried that. Would you try that again, or is that something that's for you?
I don't think that's for me at this point in my life. I did that earlier in my 20s and tried it once. And then I actually ended up not wanting to be with anybody else. We ended up closing the relationship. And then that man cheated on me once
Like I
closed
gave
the
you
relationship.
the time whenever you wanted to.
He was used to doing what he was doing already.
I guess so. I don't really know how to, it was what it was. So I don't know. I was kind of hurt by that situation. So I don't think I'd want to try it again.
Did he ever try to approach you like, hey, how about we bring a girl into the bedroom? And would you be down for it?
No, that particular person knew not to go there with me. But yeah, I've gone there. I'm into it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that story.
It depends. Everything is case by case. Like you shouldn't, for me, I don't think you should do it with not everybody deserves it. And it doesn't feel right with everybody. You need to be able to trust what's going on. So, if the mood strikes me, I'm open to whatever.
Is it better with a girl? Is it better with a girl you know or a stranger? Like, would you say, okay, let's bring in...
I don't have that much experience where I can even speak to like whether it's better with my girl or a stranger. Yeah. I don't know.
But did you pick? Were you able to pick, or did he pick, or was it like y'all were just out and was like, oh, whatever, it's this person?
No, this was all my doing.
Oh.
Let's have a threesome with this girl. It's gonna be in this day.
I mean, I just let the moment roll, but I premeditated it from the beginning of the night, pretty much.
You knew he wasn't going to say no.
He was happy.
Why I don't like threesomes? I've had two threesomes in my entire life, both with the same girl, not the same guy.
So you like this girl a lot, right?
Yeah,
you're pretty faithful.
I just trust her, and I know that she's not going to make me do anything to her. She likes to do everything to me. So
perfect.
I don't like girls, so it works out. But I have like the two threesomes that I've had were fire, like some fire sex. But I could not be with somebody I love and another woman. I'm sorry.
I totally feel you. So
yeah, it's like a
fun. I totally feel you. I can't watch the man I love have sex with a woman. I can watch some other things go down, but no, can't do it. No. I'm a freak out.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's some other things go down?
Girl, what do you think? I just don't want to see your dick in somebody else.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you meant.
I don't want to see that.
With Stephanie, it feels like Stephanie calls the girl and she's like, I know what's up, girl. I got my bag back.
Girl is ready.
I got me and this girl, we've had 2 threesomes in like apart 10 years. Like one happened last year and the other one happened like 8 years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but I'm not gonna lie, both times we were like, yeah, high five, girl.
So really, y'all go together?
Yeah, we go together, me and her.
The down ass bitch. It's your ride or die.
JoJo, have you ever had sex with somebody and you felt like they were a fan? Like they were amazed?
Yes.
They were with you?
Yes. Oh my God. Let me tell you actually a horror story. Oh my God. This is so embarrassing, but I'm going to tell you. Okay. So I had known this guy for a long time because I tend to have these experiences with like, again, I don't meet somebody and like let them into my life. I knew this person for like 7 years and I never thought that we would end up going there, but we did. And, he had always told me how much, he respected me as an artist and loved my voice, blah, blah, blah. So when I finally was like, let's do this, he was like, okay. And then he put on Usher's Superstar on loop. Do you know that song? I'll be a groovy baby.
Yeah.
You are my superstar. He put it on like on a continuous playlist and was just like, I never thought this moment would come. And I'm just like, I was so
like, really?
Yo, it was so gross. In retrospect, I was very it was like in the moment, I guess it was okay because we were like really drunk off tequila. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, this is gross.
The crazier part is that you had sex with him again because you told us you never had a one night stand.
I know.
I'll give it one more shot.
That was like a week of just like really, what a weird experience. That was a weird experience. It was good. It was good. But it was just weird.
You did a good job, but you're like, I'm tired.
Good. It was a little awkward, but the sex was good.
At least it was worth it.
Are you loud? Are you loud in the bedroom?
I'm sure you can imagine that with my my resonance, my voice, that yes, I am loud. But it's also fun to like have to shut the fuck up sometimes and like be quiet. You know, I like all of it. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, all of this was good to know.
You see, that's what I was talking about. That's why the album is called this, because I just be oversharing sometimes.
No, it's perfect. I love it.
Yes.
I think it's great, and it's going to make people relate to you more because these are stories that are hilarious and like relatable.
And you know what? I don't like when people put out like the music that you've put out that is so personal and like it's very real. It is sexual, some of it, and then you don't talk like that at all. It doesn't match up to me. So now we get to hear some of the real experiences.
Yeah, I mean, when I wrote Comeback and I'm like, tell me it's mine or I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, I need that dick all the time. I was like, am I about to say this? I'm like, fuck it, my girl.
I like it.
Yeah, this is how I talk. Whatever. Here we are. What are we gonna do?
Do you feel like you're like not limited, but do you feel like you think twice with those lyrics because you were singing young, so you had to kind of watch the way that you said certain things when you were younger, so now you're still like, no? Because what's the holdback you feel like from like saying things like that? Because you seem pretty open.
I am very open, but I think about my family. I think about where I come from, and just like, you know, I think about my aunt telling me how she loves how classy I am. And I'm like, so I told my aunt Connie earlier this year, I'm like, look, I'm going to say some things that you're not going to understand.
Right.
I was like, but I want to let you know that even though I'm a big old freak, I'm still a really classy woman. And I'm a bad girl, but I'm a great woman. And I was like, so I want to let you,
sure.
You know, so she was like, Joanna, don't be talking about dick. And I'm like, Connie.
Does she have kids?
She does.
She was talking about dick at one point in time too, girl. So
yeah, you know, people want to act like they were never like that. But I just shot a video at my place, and I have and I shot it on my table, and my mom was like, I was like, Mom, sorry that you're about to see me like, you know, be writhing on this table and stuff. And she's like, I was fucked on so many tables. I was like,
yeah, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
Yes.
So it's amazing. That's where I get it from, pretty much.
I get it from my mama.
Well, we love it. Tell your mom we set us up. I saw you guys hiking and social distancing and everything. So
yeah, she's amazing. I will. Thank you.
All right.
Do you date industry guys, JoJo? Because I know you had a soccer player once upon a time.
What do you mean by industry guys?
Like, will you cut them off because it's like, all right, I don't want to date anybody in the same industry as me? Or like, do you like regular guys, or does it not matter?
Oh, hold on. I think my earphones just died. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Hold on 1 second.
We done talked JoJo till her earphones died.
I know. Sorry, JoJo. Such a good conversation.
Why is this not turning up for me? Anyway, okay, I can kind of hear you, but kind of not. So let me answer that question though. I prefer guys who, actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But I need you to be confident with what you do for a career. I'd like you to know about music, because I remember I was talking to this guy. It wasn't serious, but I talked to this guy who was in real estate and who like didn't know who Tribe Called Quest was, and like was from. Yeah, I need you to know music, love music, and you don't need to be in music,
right?
So,
well, that guy knew Usher,
and he knew you was a superstar.
I can't hear you guys. This sucks. I'm sorry.
All right, well, JoJo, thank you so much. We appreciate you for taking the time out for us. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I hate my friggin' headphones. Thank you, ladies. This was fun.
But I'm gonna try that one day too when I'm ready to go.
No, I'm not ready to go. We don't play no more.
I can't
Wait,
hear.
what happened?
I hate you. Don't do that.
Is this thing on?
Oh my God. That's trash.
It's okay, JoJo. I had a good question for you, but we're gonna let you go on that note.
Well, part 2 for JoJo. Thank you. Congratulations.
Bye.